What's up? What's up? What's up? It's a constant struggle and uphill battle to fight my hedonistic habits, to try to control them. My hedonistic habits consume me, chasing after dopamine constantly. Like a fiend, like a crack fiend. I just want to feel good. The pleasure pain concept is kind of real. I'm chasing pleasure constantly. I'm running from pain and I'm chasing pleasure. And they say that makes for a soft man. He's chasing after pleasure all the time, but it's hard to find something that satisfies too. It's hard to feel good or feel comfortable when you're struggling, but I'm always reaching for that hit of dopamine, it seems like. And different forms too. I'm chasing after dopamine with food and masturbation and exercise. Just the next hit of dopamine. It doesn't matter what it is. I didn't realize how much addiction controls us, but it seems like most of the people out here are chasing after pleasure too. They want, I think people, that's their main driving force is pleasure. They want to feel good. You want to have pleasurable moments in life. So I think there's a balance. I think too much of it can be bad. Too much dopamine seeking behavior can be bad. I used to be a drug addict, so it's not like I wasn't. I was living that life constantly, like all day, every day. You chase after that dopamine hit or that next kick with drugs. But then once you let go of drugs, once you get sober, that's how you live. You're still accustomed to it. If you're living like that for so long, like 10 years, it's hard to let go of that behavior. It's hard to let go, but we also naturally you wanna get that dopamine kick. I mean, everybody does it. Doom scrolling, looking for exciting videos to watch, and I constantly consume, and part of my it's part of my vice, my part of the vice that hinders me can become a problem. But me noticing that, I think helps. Me understanding the fact that I can become consumed by degenerate behavior and addictive behaviors might help me to look at it differently and change my perspective so I can try to focus my energy on other things. I don't know how bad it is for me. I think I'm just naturally accustomed to being more dopamine seeking type person. I just want a cheap thrill or a cheap feel, a cheap, cheap sex. Oh man, a cheap woman, a little, a little fling, little brush. But yeah, I want to chase after having sex with women randomly, random women, strange women, and are getting sexual interactions. And part of me thinks that's trivial, it's like it's funny, but it's like as a man you need to have sexual relations. It feels like you don't need to, but it feels like it's good to have sex. It can help you feel better about life. I guess it can give you the dopamine rush and the oxytocin, and it can make you feel better in a way. Even if it's with random women that you're not going to be with. That's what's funny. It's like it might heal you in a way, make you feel better about yourself, or make you feel more like it's like a natural healing. It's like a natural drive to seek sex with women. And it's so hard to find nowadays to have random sex with women because we're so divided and so estranged from each other, it feels like, because of societal indifferences and social hierarchies. It's hard to connect. You don't have time to sit around and meet women. Most people meet women through dating apps, maybe, and maybe friends, family members. But if you don't have friends and family members, it's hard to meet people. And that's where I think I struggle. I struggle to open up with strangers. I'm afraid to approach women unless I feel comfortable with them. I don't want to open up. I don't know how to. I don't feel like taking initiative with random strange women that I don't know, because I feel like I'm not attracted to a lot of these women like enough to open up, and I'm afraid to open up because it just feels uncomfortable. I don't know. I feel like I want to be with women, but I don't. I don't have the drive to be with a lot of women. I'm kind of picky. I don't want to go after them unless I feel attracted to them. it's it's a struggle to open up with women to women and to find women that I want to open up to. I see some on Tinder, like you can see attractive women on Tinder that you want to connect with, but you don't never match with them. It's like you might match with the girl here and there. Once in a while, you might match with a woman. I could try to match with a bunch of women that I'm kind of interested in. And there's even women on there that want to just have random sex too, but they want to have it with, the top of the top 1% of men. They don't want to have it with other men. They're picky. They're probably more picky than men. So it's strange in that way. I didn't know. I had matched with a couple women that I could have hooked up with probably, but I didn't know that our messages would delete after 24 hours. I could have hooked up with them, and I waited like a day, and I didn't know. I tried to message them back, and I couldn't. I didn't know I should have got their info so I could message them later to be able to find them and meet them. So it's hard to meet women to have sex. It's hard to meet women nowadays because of everybody's so busy just trying to survive, I think, too. It's crazy how much much time you have to, you're constantly busy running around, and to have time to approach a girl isn't as often. It's like I don't have time to open up to girls. I don't work in a place with women, and I'm not constantly surrounded by them. I see them every here and there, but it's like, man, how do you have time to open up to women? How do you have time to approach them? How do you have time to ask them out? How do you know if you want to ask them out? And it's just so inconvenient. So your interactions are so trivial, and how would you say, so rapid, and you don't have time to open up to people no more. It's crazy. I want to open up to women. I want to talk to women, but it's like you don't have enough time to get to know anybody. They're always running their direction. You're running your direction, and it's like misconnection constantly. Constantly, you don't have time to see. If you have chemistry, you don't have time to talk. It's just hi, bye, thank you, bam, I'm gone. That's it. I guess you have to make an extra effort if you want to connect with somebody. You gotta try harder, maybe, because I think it would help some of my hedonism to be with the woman, to have something real, meaningful, to have a relationship, to be open and try to be more emotionally available and aware in the world, maybe to help a woman. It's funny is they want you to be emotionally available, but we're just so busy we can't even be available for anybody. We're trying to survive. But I think it would help being with the woman, would help my hedonistic ways, because I could have sex with the woman. I think it would help keep me tame my wild imagination and my sexual promiscuity, inhibitions, or drive, or whatever it is. I'm not like a wild man. I'm not out here trying to have sex with a bunch of women. I don't want to make it sound like that. I think about it like a lot of men. I want to have sex with women. I want to be with women, but it's not a driving force. I'm trying to get my stuff together. That's more of my driving force. But my hedonistic habits are hard to control. They've been consuming me, but it feels like I went out and I actually tried to work my butt off constantly for long hours every day for months at a time, and I was miserable. I was super miserable, and now I feel a little better. I might not be making that much money. I might not be exactly where I want to be. I might not have everything I need, but I'm happier because I'm not burning the candle at both ends, trying to chase a carrot, trying to chase happiness through money. Because I was chasing after a bunch of money. If I do this, if I work my butt off for a year or two, and it became a miserable task. It became a miserable existence because you're just working all day, every day for months at a time. It becomes strenuous, and it affects you mentally, and we're not robots, so don't recommend doing that. I tried to keep it balanced, but it's impossible probably to keep that kind of work-life balance. It's not healthy, bro. It's not healthy to be working long hours for months. It's not good for your mental or your physical, probably. I guess people have to do it, but it's a choice right now for me. I don't have to do it. I'd rather do other things. Luckily, I got a different opportunity, but alright, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna close out by saying my hedonistic habits have caused me problems, but I'm keeping them in check for the most part so I can escape this funk I've been in for too long. So I'll see you in the next one.